with or without the ankle monitor on?
That's corny. That's super corny. I don't know how much I weigh.
And the handcuffs too.
Huh? What are you talking about, fam?
How do you win this fight?
That outfit is trash. For real. That outfit is garbage. And that hairstyle. Anybody that ever rocked a mohawk is a clown. We all know this. Anybody rocked a mohawk. Name
You
them.
want to see clowns? You want to see clowns? Gervonta, you're the clown, buddy. You're the clown, Gervonta. Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown.
Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how many female? Like, come on, it would be mad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P Diddy, when things got like that. No, listen. When one female did a charge, it was mad females coming out, right? So if I hit a female, right, wouldn't it be mad other females? Like I ain't been just with one female. Like I'm 30 years old. Like let's be real. I've been with more than one female. Wouldn't mad females come out and say something about me hitting them?
Gervonta Tank Davis has finally lost his cool with Jake Paul after their fiery face-off at the recent press conference for their upcoming fight. The clash instantly went viral, spreading across social media, news outlets, and locker room interviews. But this time, Tank wasn't playing. After weeks of being mocked for his height, disrespected for his skills, and targeted by Jake's psychological games, Davis finally snapped. What followed had the entire boxing world buzzing. This wasn't your typical exchange of trash talk. It was deeply personal. The tension between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis has been brewing ever since Netflix announced their blockbuster November showdown, a fight that's already dividing fans, critics, and even fellow fighters. Jake Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer, has been relentless in promoting the fight, taunting Tank's size, mocking his past, and calling him a lightweight who pretends to be a legend.
People are gonna say you beat a smaller man. So what's the victory here?
Honestly, people always have something to say. It's old news, keep talking. But at the end of the day, you're here. So whatever anyone has to say, just keep on saying it, please. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But this week, during a backstage interview in Miami after a media event, things completely spiraled out of control. Multiple reports claim Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis got into a heated shouting match that nearly turned physical before security intervened. Witnesses say Jake laughed right in Tank's face, calling him a little man chasing big checks. Furious, Tank stepped up close and warned, "Say that again when the cameras are off." And that's when everything changed. Within hours, clips of the confrontation went viral across social media. In one of the most shared videos, Tank can be heard saying, "I don't care about your followers. You talk too much. This ain't YouTube, this is boxing." Jake, of course, fired back instantly, "You'll care when I knock you out in front of the world." Security jumped in before Tank could swing, but those who were there said his whole energy shifted afterward. One of his team members told reporters, "Tank's done being nice. This isn't for show anymore. He's doing this to remind people who he really is." And that's exactly what everyone's talking about. For weeks, fans thought Tank's calm, quiet demeanor meant he'd lost that raw Baltimore edge, the fire that made him one of boxing's most feared knockout artists. But after this outburst, it's clear. The killer's back. Jake Paul, on the other hand, seems to think he's still in control. He went live on Instagram minutes after the altercation, bragging, "I got him emotional. That's how I know I already won. You can't fight mad, you fight smart. And I'm the smarter fighter." He even called Tank a walking highlight waiting to happen. But the truth is, that kind of arrogance might be exactly what gets Jake hurt.
For something like this, obviously smaller guy. How was this in the training yesterday?
Yeah, just a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed. We're sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know one thing.
8-year-olds. I got
If
the
find
8-year-olds
out
in there.
anything, If I
and
find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jada Love ass. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing. He know. He laughing.
What are you talking about?
What
does he have to do with this?
Let anything. You know what I'm talking about. Let anything. Nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't gotta say it up here. Let anything happen. And I'ma show you and him. Back.
Because even with that massive size gap, Jake's standing 6 feet 1 inch and weighing around 200 pounds, while Tank is just 5 feet 5 inches at 135. Nobody doubts Tank's speed, precision, or his deadly ability to close the distance. Size might favor Jake on paper, but in the ring, Tank's explosiveness and timing a race that advantage in seconds. Jake Paul may have the reach, but Tank Davis has the kind of power that turns giants into highlights.
Jake Paul, I think when he weighed in for Mike Tyson, was 227 pounds. That is, if I'm not mistaken, a 92-pound weight difference. Almost a 100-pound weight difference. It's insane. That is called one thing. That's called being a bully.
He's not just fighting an uphill battle, he's fighting smart. And after that explosive argument, it's clear Tank isn't treating this fight like a paycheck. He's treating it like a message to the entire boxing world. Here's the crazy part. Tank's recent training footage looks absolutely terrifying. Sources inside his Miami gym say he's been sparring with heavyweights, yes, heavyweights, to prepare for Jake's size and power. His legendary coach, Calvin Ford, reportedly told insiders, "We're training for a giant. We're not fighting a boxer. We're fighting a billboard with gloves." That says it all. Tank's not trying to survive the size difference. He's trying to destroy it. That alone tells you Tank isn't underestimating Jake for even a second. He knows exactly what he's up against, and he's preparing like a man with something to prove. Meanwhile, Jake's camp is doing what they do best, talking. In typical Jake Paul fashion, he's been all over social media, firing shots and stirring the pot. "For all you Karens who accuse me of being scared," he said during a live stream, "just remember, I'm the one who signed the contract. I'm the one stepping in there with a knockout artist." Classic Jake, confident, loud, and calculated. But behind all that noise, even his own fans are starting to wonder if this time, he might have picked a fight he can't talk his way out of.
My only concern is, the gloves. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't fight in 12-ounce gloves. We don't use 12-ounce gloves. That's training gloves. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's 2 pounds away from Jake. He fights in 10s. Tank fighting 8s, so he losing 4 ounces. So my thing is, I said, put Tank in 8s, put him in 10s. That makes the fight more interesting. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there because I understand. And I brought that question up to one of his handlers. They said, "No, we don't want to do this, man. It's supposed to be expedition." What? Now y'all want the wins and the loss. You know what I'm saying? All these restrictions, but you want to be great. Being great is really pushing the envelope. You know what I'm saying? Tank don't really care, So when I brought this up, he said, "Dang, facts." You know what I'm saying? So again, he can weigh the 10s and we weigh the 8s. Then we got to fight.
J. Leon Love, Jake's trainer and former Mayweather fighter, told TMZ, "Tank can bark all he wants, But Jake's taking this seriously. He's sparring top pros, going through full USADA testing, and coming into this fight stronger than ever. Jake even dropped new footage showing himself sparring with some of Shakur Stevenson's former partners, claiming he's preparing for speed, not size. In his words, it's not about being the bigger man, it's about being the sharper one. T-Sum.
For all of you Karens who accuse me of being on steroids as the reason for winning all of my fights, we have the strictest drug testing possible for this match. U.S. Anti-Doping Agency. Random drug tests at any moment. Oh look, they're here now.
Hey, USADA, being the dog, you good? See if you're on steroids. Look at the whistle, contrary to what they say.
But fans aren't buying it. Here's the thing, Jake Paul has definitely improved as a fighter, with wins over names like Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz, and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., but he's never shared the ring with anyone close to Gervonta Davis's level. Tank is faster, sharper, and thrives in chaos. Jake's biggest weapon might be his size, but the moment Tank gets inside, that advantage evaporates instantly. Because against a fighter like Tank, one clean mistake isn't just a lesson, it's lights out. Now, let's talk about what really set this whole argument off. According to people who were in the room, Jake wouldn't stop bringing up Tank's past, his legal troubles, domestic violence accusations, and even his time behind bars. It was classic Jake Paul provocation, pushing buttons to get under Tank's skin. At one point, he even joked, "Anyone who ever rocked a mohawk is a walking red flag." That line reportedly made Tank snap, because this time, Jake didn't just cross a line. He erased it.
Yeah, in terms of sparring, we got some great guys coming in. Some really experienced southpaws that are smaller. I think Montana Love is coming in. Shakur Stevenson wants to come in. Jermaine Ortiz. We're going to hit up Erickson Lubin, some of these guys. So we're just going to bring in a plethora of fighters that are fast, quick, shifty southpaws.
It gets even more interesting. Floyd Mayweather, Tank's former mentor, has officially weighed in on the drama after years of tension between them. Recently, Floyd surprised everyone by showing up at one of Tank's training sessions, marking their first public reunion in a long time. According to insiders, Floyd offered Tank advice on how to deal with Jake Paul's relentless mind games, telling him, "You don't need to talk. Let your hands do that. They can't argue with results." Coming from Mayweather, that's more than advice, it's a reminder. Two men from very different paths, reunited by one goal: silence the noise and let the boxing speak for itself.
It's a joke. It's a joke, It's a joke. It's gonna be like Mike Tyson. It's gonna be a sparring match, and after they're gonna just steal everybody's money.
And Tank isn't here for influencer clout. He's here to restore order in the sport. What makes this feud even more explosive is the context behind it. Jake might have the size, the followers, and the spotlight, but Tank has what truly matters: skill, experience, and knockout power that can humble anyone who underestimates him. This isn't just a YouTuber versus a boxer anymore. It's a clash between fame and legacy, and Tank Davis plans to remind the world exactly which one lasts longer.